Jeep Cherokee. News 6 at 9. Here's your 58.
Good morning to you on this Tuesday.
Here are your big stories on News 6 at 9 in less than a minute.
Key votes in our push to drive change. What is expected to happen starting today to try and put the brakes on distracted driving here in Florida?
Safety and Assisted Living Centers. Is your loved one in good hands when hurricane season gets here? News 6 investigates readiness for the next big storm at all local centers.
Then, getting emotional and mental support in difficult times can be tough, especially if you don't know where to turn. But one local woman has created a course to help, how she's already getting results.
Plus, babies in the hospital are among the most vulnerable patients. So, a hospital in our area is using a new piece of technology to keep them safe. Killing those germs. Will show you how it helped get results for the health of a group of newborn quadruplets.
And access to healthy foods can be a problem in many of our local communities. One group is using a unique bus to help solve that problem. And now you can help get results with them by dancing the wobble. We'll explain coming up this hour.
Those are our big stories. News 6 at 9 starts in 3 minutes. Stay with us.
Live from News 6 and clickorlando.com. This is News 6 at 9.
Good morning, I'm Bridget Ellison.
Glad you're with us. I'm Candace Campos.
And I'm Julie Broughton. We're moving through our Tuesday, so Monday is out of here. So yes, goodbye Monday. So we're off to Tuesday. And a really important story coming up in just a little bit with Carolina Cardona. She's going to introduce us to a woman who started an online course called the Serenity Academy. And that's where if you or your loved one is dealing with a serious illness, maybe even a terminal illness, how you can get the emotional support you need. And she also talks about helping people prepare for a dignified passing. And it's something that we don't like to think about and can be hard to talk about, but something so many of us are dealing with.
Right, no one's ever really ready to deal with it, and it can cause so many problems in families, so that's good to have that support.
Yeah, and again, a very difficult conversation, but a conversation to have. And then we're switching gears, getting results for your health. Kirsten O'Connor goes to Winnie Palmer, where I know, Julie, you had a NICU baby for a little while, and you know, germs can be so dangerous, especially at such a young age. And one of the biggest things here, the cell phones. They're so dirty. But Winnie Palmer has a really interesting new piece of technology to help kind of battle some of those germs, like things on your phone, without having to add more chemicals to it. So a very interesting way that they're getting results for the tiniest little patients. So
looking forward to hearing about that. Speaking of your health, you know, we've talked about food deserts recently, and Candace, I know you talked about it in the podcast, and we have a fun event coming up where we're attempting to set a world record for the wobble. So
wobble, baby,
we'll explain. Yeah, you're ready, right?
Yes, we're ready for it.
We'll explain how that's all tying into making sure that people get the food and the nutrition that they really need for good health. So that's a great cause coming up a little bit later. First, though, it's shaping up to be a crucial couple of days in our state capital.
The Florida legislature is finally set to consider legislation today that would drive change to Florida's distracted driving laws.
Over the next couple of days, both the full House and Senate are set to vote on new laws. Both bills would make texting behind the wheel a primary offense. The Senate bill even goes further, mandating drivers use hands-free devices only.
Lawmakers have been joined by News 6 anchor Matt Austin in this. In 2016, you'll remember he was seriously hurt when a driver rear-ended him, and that driver admitted to texting while driving. Since then, Matt and News 6 have made a commitment to driving change and getting results to help keep us all safer on these roads. That fight has led Matt to testify in the state legislature more than once.
Right now, police officers can pull you over for speeding, seatbelt violations, registration, but they cannot pull you over for looking at your phone, which is crazy.
So why is it this is so hard? Common sense. And if we are not on our way to hands-free legislation, then we are failing as legislators and as parents.
The bills didn't make it through last year, but we didn't stop fighting.
This year, a brand new host of leaders are determined to get results and had a different plan of action. State Representative Jackie Toledo wrote the latest House bill, and new House Speaker Jose Olivia told News 6 he wanted the bill to focus on all distractions, not just cell phones.
And one person who has recognized the state's need for change for a long time is traffic safety expert Trooper Steve. And Steve, this is all happening pretty much at a crucial time. According to our investigative data, distracted driving is getting worse in Central Florida by the minute, it feels
It's insane. Like, I think over the past couple of years, 33% we have increased in the amount of crashes we've seen based off of merely proving that it was distracted. So this is amazing to see that our representatives are finally, and that's the key word, finally, we're catching up. This isn't something new. This is something that we're catching up with the rest of the country with, that we have to become a non-distracted state, more or less. And it's nice to see that it's happening.
Right, and Orange County leading the way in some of these crashes, right?
Yeah, we're talking 67 counties out of the entire state of Florida we have. And we're number one. It's not something to be excited about, especially vehicle versus pedestrian crashes we see. I can guarantee you that if we pass this type of law, we're going to start to see something like that. Look at the graphic right here. In 2017, Orange County was the most dangerous county. 6,972 people were charged with distracted driving there in a crash. That is, it's uncalled for, it's preventable, and seeing this kind of law and our legislators start to do now, common sense was the key there. If we could do that, it's going to affect us, it's going to affect you, the viewer at home, if we can stop just merely picking something up and driving these weapons down the road.
Every hour we're losing lives. 1,100 Floridians died last year. In the last 5 years for distracted driving reasons, and so just that deterrent of knowing that that's a law will help.
Well, yeah, we see it in the morning news every day. A crash happens, a crash happens, a crash happens. How many of those crashes could have been prevented if someone just knew, hey, if I don't look at my phone, I'm going to make it to work on time, or if I do look at my phone, I'm going to get a $160, $200 ticket here just for merely picking it up. You drive in New York, you so much as think about looking at your phone, and there's a trooper basically sitting in your passenger seat.
Right, and one of these bills, again, potentially banning all distractions, like putting on mascara driving down the road. So that's a good thing too.
Well, I think that is where we should be going with this. I think when we start nitpicking a law too much, it becomes too vague, and then you can't enforce it. That's what happened with the original texting and driving bill. It's useless. And now for Matt to get up there and really push and drive this all the way home, like as hard as he's been doing, to finally get these type of results and the results that we need for this type of law, we're going to, if this passes the way that it's written, to where you can't even so much as touch your phone, we will see crashes diminish immediately. And it's right there because of Matt and our team here at News 6.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll see some good news come about it today.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. Well, Matt will be in Tallahassee today for live updates on the votes, and you can also read updates and find out how to contact your lawmaker by heading to clickorlando.com/drivingchange. We, of course, will have extensive coverage tomorrow morning right here on News 6 at 9, hoping to bring you some good news.
All right, Steve, let's go look at how the roads are doing right now with your Pinpoint Traffic, brought to you by Napleton Automotive.
Thank you, ladies. So far, we've had a decent morning, a couple of spotty crashes, but nothing that really disturbed our Tuesday. This is I-4 right here at Colonial Drive. You can start to see the slow pieces of the slabs of the concrete start to come together, and I-4 is getting bigger and bigger. But hopefully, once this is all done, we'll start to see some traffic eliminated throughout the area. Earlier crash at the top of your screen was westbound right at Lee Road. That's out of the way and clear, so not too many delays. This crash westbound to I-408 at the off-ramp to Cimarron Boulevard. FHP troopers just pushed that off and then turned it over to the City of Orlando, and City of Orlando has since cleared that out. Coming a little further down south, this is something to kind of jot down. Eastbound Hoffner Road is blocked from Orange Avenue, they call it Hansel in that area, to Conway. This is not because of a crash. They're doing some major utility work there. So if you continue south, use Judge as your alternate this morning. This should be opened up about 11 a.m. Guys, back to you.
All right, thanks, Steve. Well, over a year ago, a new state law went into effect requiring nursing homes and assisted living centers to have emergency backup generators that could last up to 4 days.
And in the aftermath of Irma, a dozen people died in a Hollywood Hills nursing home due to sweltering conditions for several days.
Now, with hurricane season a little more than a month away, News 6 investigator Adriana Ivashinsky found out many homes are still not up to code, and one safety consultant says some are making dangerous decisions.
That new law requires nursing homes and assisted living facilities to have backup generators, an emergency power plans, and enough fuel for 4 days in order to run those generators. But we discovered not all of those assisted living centers have their equipment in place. News 6 visited 3 of the more than 3,000 assisted living facilities currently licensed with the state to see which ones had their emergency power plans and equipment in place. Only one of them did, Alabama Oaks of Winter Park.
We have been approved as of March 11th.
Facility Administrator Jennifer Brown says they went through a 6-month renovation and had to meet the new state power plan guidelines in order to reopen their doors.
Okay.
That included putting in a brand new backup generator in place and training the staff how to use it.
Ultimately, the safety of your residents is what's priority.
Nice generator, take on the whole facility.
Emergency management consultant Bob Misko helped Alabama Oaks with their emergency power plan. He's helped more than 100 assisted living facilities in 14 counties do the same. But he says during some of his follow-up visits, he's discovered some facilities are taking matters into their own hands and potentially putting their residents at risk.
So you say you're scared.
I'm deathly concerned.
This is just one picture he submitted to the Orange County Fire Marshal's office 2 weeks ago, showing a gas generator placed too close to a facility and putting them at risk of inhaling dangerous carbon monoxide fumes.
Some of these transfer switches that we've seen haven't been permitted. They're actually jury rigged to where you have to throw this switch and turn this switch on and flip this one over to on and then turn it off. And my concern is that somebody is going to miss a step and they're going to backfeed the panel, and there's going to be a fire.
So this is our CEMP.
Brown says she's heard of several smaller assisted living facilities closing their doors because of the cost and backlog associated with these new power plan measures. As for those facilities taking shortcuts, she says it's not worth it.
A lot of it's going to be rejected, and they're going to have to start the process over again. So I think doing it right the first time, it's the best way to go.
Brown says she has this advice for anyone out there who has a loved one in a Central Florida facility.
They should be asking to see the equipment and to know what the plan is and what the process is, and if the caregivers have been trained.
Adriana Ivashinsky, Getting Results, News 6.
And Adriana says most nursing homes and assisted living facilities have filed for at least one extension to give them a little more time.
And if you want to get results for your loved one, visit the facility, ask to see their emergency power plans and equipment. And any good facility should have no problem showing that to you. If they don't, that would be a red flag.
Those are important questions to ask.
A good thing to add to your list as you prepare for hurricane season, your family included.
That's right.
Well, between a cancer battle and a brutal car wreck, a local woman has a positive outlook on life.
And she's now using her near-death experiences to help others who might be facing the unknown.
We just need information that is valid, that is useful, that is helping to, reduce the stress and the search for answers.
And that valuable information is just a click away. Her story's next. You're watching News 6, Getting Results. We'll be right back.
This portion of the news is brought to you by the Orlando Solar Bears.
Wednesday.
Live, Getting Results with Bridget Ellison, Julie Broughton, meteorologist Candace Campos, and traffic safety expert Trooper Steve. This is News 6 at 9.
When the worst happens, it's often difficult to talk about it. You may not know where to turn if you or a loved one is facing a terminal illness or even death.
But one local woman is hoping to get results and help others through difficult times after experiencing some herself.
That's why she created a special course to support. News 6 at 9's Carolina Cardona explains how it's already helping to get results.
Facing the unknown, not knowing whether I would live or die from the disease is the worst part.
Susan Bennell has faced death several times.
The cancer I consider like one of those times where you have to face your own mortality.
She survived stage 3 colon cancer 12 years ago, but in 2017, a bowel obstruction once again put her at the edge of death.
I almost took my life, and it took me 1.5 years to recover from that.
Last October, a serious car accident almost took her life.
That's, of all my health scares, has been probably the most soul-shaking experience. What I actually had to do was dig deep within my soul. And that's when I created Serenity Academy.
Serenity Academy, a one-of-a-kind online course with videos where Susan pretty much serves as a guide.
I wanted to convert all the books I've been writing self-help books for patients and loved ones, and children who are losing parents or siblings.
The program offers advice and information on how to communicate and prepare for a dignified passing.
She is definitely getting results. This online opportunity is going to be so critical for so many people, because a lot of times when you're diagnosed, you talk about treatment plans and survival rates, and even when you get a diagnosis like that, you don't hear everything in the doctor's office, and then you go away and you're left with knowing what you're diagnosed with, but still having so many more questions and not knowing what to do next.
Last year, Katie Dukes was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. She says it was difficult to find support groups when she needed one most.
When I went to do my research, of course, online, I couldn't find anything. The closest thing that I could find was 2 options, and it was 1 meeting a month on a Thursday night in downtown Orlando.
The second option, phone conversations.
The thing is, sometimes you don't want to talk. Sometimes you just kind of want to be surrounded by other people and listen to their encouraging stories. As much as you have, your community and your friends and family supporting you, you kind of need someone to go, this sucks, and it's hard. And this is what I'm dealing with.
It's not until the day that we or someone we love are diagnosed with a life-threatening or terminal illness that we realize that we don't really have a language that can help us to talk about the difficult things what are your wishes for end of life? I don't know. It's hard for the loved ones to really ask the sick, dying person. We just need information that is valid, that is useful, that is helping to, reduce the stress and the search for answers.
Carolina Cardona, News 6 at 9.
The Serenity Academy launched last week, and she said she eventually hopes to work with hospitals and hospices. And, these are such important conversations that she said you often don't want to ask the patient these questions, but they're conversations that need to happen. So she's helping guide that in a graceful way.
Yeah, I love it. And she says having a plan B, especially if you have small kids, is not only important, but also the responsible thing to go ahead and do. So having that conversation early on is critical with the stress levels for everyone.
Yeah, and she was even saying, it was interesting, she's like, you just need someone to sit there and say, yeah, this really does stink. And just letting them just kind of sit with somebody and understand them. And that is such a great resource for so many people, again, for kids and for adults. Serenity Academy launched earlier this week, by the way, so it's still very young in its stages. If you or someone you know that would like this resource, we have the full link on clickorlando.com. And if it's something you think maybe someone could use, maybe just email them that link and just say, hey, this is an option for you. Yeah. I know they're willing to take any options at that point, right? All right, let's talk about your weather forecast for today. Brings us to our meme of the day, and today it's actually about finals week. Oh. Happy finals week to all the students out there. Yeah. May the odds be ever in your favor.
Boy. Yes, last week I was trying to secure a babysitter and everybody was studying.
Yes.
So it was tough to find. So I hope they are all doing well.
Yeah,
Let's check this out. Pretty sunset from Frank. Thanks, Frank.
Sometimes I feel like when the weather is all nice and rainy, you have to be home and study. That's the best time for finals week. But this weekend was just so pretty. It was hard to stay inside, wasn't it? Thank you so much, Frank, for those cotton candy skies. All right, let's talk about your weather forecast for this afternoon. It's going to be a nice day, running just a few degrees above average, and then we'll be nearing 90s before you know it. Hopefully you're able to enjoy a very spring-like weekend over the last couple days. All right, right now we're at 69 degrees in Orlando, 67 in the Villages, 68 in Daytona Beach, already in the low 70s up and down Brevard County coast. As we look, here's your hour-by-hour forecast. Up to 85 degrees, that will be our forecast high. Plenty of sunshine, still looking mostly dry. Temperatures will be starting to cool off into the upper 70s as the sun starts to set. Then for tomorrow, up to 88, nearing 90 degrees again. Then we watch another front that will be pushing through, bringing us a good chance of rain. Could linger for a few days, hence why those rain chances stick around throughout Saturday and Sunday. Not a washout. But Friday looks like our best chance of rain, up to about a 60%. It looks like all the lawns are looking nice and lush and green lately. So it's happy to see that during springtime.
Get most of the rain out of here by the weekend.
Yeah, we'll hope.
That's the positive part.
We'll work on that, yeah. Well, at birth, a baby's immune system is still very sensitive and very weak.
And now one local hospital is using a new piece of technology to protect the littlest of patients.
In this day and age, we have so many electronics we're connected to our phones. We want to make sure that those phones are clean because you're at your baby's bedside.
Fighting germs and getting results for your health in less than 30 seconds. We'll show you how it's done next.
You know, when it comes to finding ways to make or save some money, we are all ears.
Which is why we have experts here on the News at 9 pretty regularly who share tips on how to get more for less.
And those are always super helpful, but perhaps they aren't some we haven't covered yet. So ClickOrlando.com's Brianna Bowles is here now with a list of unusual tips that can help you make and save a few bucks.
Yeah, Candace. So there are many ways to make and save money, but late media mogul Edward Scripps has some tips that are a little unorthodox. Scripps began building his media empire in 1878, and he worked hard to keep his life, business, and money in balanced perspective. So to do that, he followed a 23-point code of conduct, which he detailed in his essay, Some Outlandish Rules for Making Money. And we're going to go through the highlights. So first, you never want to spend as much money as you earn. If you're always just breaking even, you're setting yourself up for trouble, because that means any small bump in the road could completely throw you off financially. And here's another tip. You might be a fan of this one. Never do anything today that you can put off until tomorrow. Now, any other time we'd call this procrastination, but in reality, there just aren't enough hours in a day to do everything that's on your list. Waiting gives you time to prioritize your tasks so you can apply your time and energy where it's most needed. And you may even find that if it's not worth doing today, it's just not worth doing at all. And at number 3, this one might throw you off. Scripps says you should never do anything you can get someone else to do for you. It might sound lazy, but delegating tasks to others lets you focus on the ones only you can do and do them well. And now for anyone looking to build a business, here's some advice. Never do anything that someone else is already doing. Don't waste your time competing with someone when you could have a monopoly in a completely different field. Scripps suggests finding a need in your community that isn't being addressed and then designing a product or service that does. He says if you are going to compete in a market, though, make sure what you're offering differs in every way possible from your competitor. Now, we're just scratching the surface here. Scripps had some other unique secrets to success that you probably want to consider, so head to clickorlando.com for the full list, and while you're there, share any advice that's worked for you in the comments, because I need all the help I can get.
That is
We all
interesting.
do. Yes, I like the delegating one. You know, that's good.
Well, you calculate how much it takes you to make money and see how long it takes you to do that, you know, that task, and then maybe you can try to put 2 and 2 together. Who knows? Well, any parent who has spent time in a hospital NICU knows there's a lot that goes into taking care of our tiniest little patients.
Premature and sick babies face many challenges. They also have a harder time fighting off germs.
Morning anchor Kirsten O'Connor introduces us to a family inside the NICU that's thanking technology that's getting results for your health.
1 bundle, 2 bundles, 3 and 4.
Right, our story doesn't seem to be the typical one.
The Moore family is growing.
Julius, John, Charlotte, and Betty. They're all my sweet babies.
Along with 3 older siblings, this mother of 7 says meeting her quadruplets was a surreal experience.
We did IVF with our son Solomon, and we had 2 frozen embryos remaining that weren't necessarily the best quality, so the doctor recommended that we transfer both of them and not to expect too much. Here we have 4 healthy, happy babies.
Like many multiples, all 4 babies were transferred to the neonatal intensive care unit.
They are more susceptible to getting infections.
NICU babies from a big germ carrier most of us carry around in our pockets.
In this day and age, we have so many electronics we're connected to our phones. We want to make sure that those phones are clean because you're at your baby's bedside.
Every visitor to the NICU places their phone in the Clean Slate machine. It attacks bacteria using UVC light in under 30 seconds. Nurse leader Joanne Bono says it's cutting down on infection rates without using harsh chemicals, something the Moore family says has helped their new additions grow healthy and strong.
It's just an overwhelming feeling of gratefulness.
Getting results for your health. Kirsten O'Connor, News 6.
It just makes you feel all warm and gooey.
So beautiful. The Moore family was released from the hospital right after Kirsten's interview.
Yay.
Which is great news.
Yes, and the hospital helped introduce them to another family who also has some quads last year at Winnie Palmer. That's their nickname, is the Quads. They say that they've helped prepare them for what's to come. And I know, I can imagine some parents who have babies in that NICU wish that they can just stick every everybody who comes to that NICU in that little clean slate. Just,
well, that's next, right?
That's next. Just
absolutely. Absolutely. When you go into the NICU, it is a whole scrub down process. So we were in the NICU almost 10 years ago, so that technology didn't exist, but certainly it's great
really
that it does
appreciate
now.
it now. Yeah.
Well, having motivation to exercise, that's something that can be difficult, right? But many have found dancing to be an effective workout.
And this weekend, one agency will be dancing for health and wellness, but they're in need of a big group effort to get results.
Yes, up next, a live interview on how you can wobble for the win. Yeah, you're watching News 6 at 9. Getting results. We'll be right back.
Roaches can fly.
Live, getting results. This is News 6 at 9.
Now, every person has the right to be healthy, but unfortunately, not all communities have the same access to resource and healthcare services necessary for a healthy lifestyle.
There is one local group that is transforming the way Paramore eats, and this weekend they're focusing on fitness.
And some fun too, because they need some help for this event. They're attempting to break a world record for the most people doing a popular line dance known as the wobble. So joining us now with more on this, Glenn Providence from Ebony Nutrition and Robin Dunnings, Community Relations and Marketing with Simply Healthcare Plans. Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for having us.
Tell us more about Ebony Nutrition and this world record attempt you have coming up.
Well, Ebony Nutrition is a nonprofit organization founded in 1995 by registered dietitians, and our mission is to improve the community that we live, work, and serve in through comprehensive nutrition strategies.
And talking about food deserts, I mean, this is something that I didn't really know much about until Candace and Lisa started their podcast. I mean, some of the numbers are staggering. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So a food desert is actually a census tract where there's no major grocery store. And in these neighborhoods, you see higher incidences of heart disease, diabetes, and all the diet-related diseases that are affecting these communities simply because they don't have access to fresh, nutritious fruits and vegetables.
And affordable, too.
And affordable,
I mean, you can
absolutely.
have this real nice, organic place, but if the people around it can't afford it, that doesn't count.
Right. So we launched Fresh Stop, which is our mobile farmers market bus that goes Monday through Fridays and some Saturdays to these neighborhoods to provide access and, more importantly, nutrition education to these in-need neighborhoods.
And Robin, how are you partnering with this?
Well, Simply Healthcare Plans is obviously a huge fan and partner with Ebony Nutrition. And just like Ebony, Simply actually started out as a minority-owned HMO. So we are very proud and thrilled to be the world record sponsor of the Wobble for the Win event, which we're really excited about. We hope to see everyone come out, 8 a.m., Tinker Field, this Saturday. Please join us. We really want to break the record, but even more so, this is National Minority Health Month. So we want to make sure that people understand there are ways that you can be healthy, and it's free. So in honor of National Minority Health Month, we are raising awareness for obesity, heart health, and diabetes. So please come out and join us. It's going to be a fun event.
Yes.
What is next? Because, you're working in Paramore, but 90% of Orange County is in a food desert. So where do we go from here? How do we get more resources, more grocery stores with healthy, affordable food?
Well, it's collaboration. We are just one piece of the puzzle, and there are some great organizations here in Central Florida, and many times we can operate in silos. So we are always looking for opportunities to partner strategically with other organizations that may not even play a role in health and wellness, but with the expertise and the logistics that they can bring to the table, collectively we can make a dent in attacking food deserts. You look at the universities and colleges that we have, and that's an angle that we want to take.
Yeah.
And the Fresh Stop bus, Food Stop bus, has, it's basically a converted old Lynx bus.
Yeah.
I mean, give us an idea of what this thing looks like inside.
Right. So it is a retired Lynx bus.
Oh, there it is inside, right?
Is it great?
Yeah.
Cool.
You
It's like a
shop
rainbow.
on the bus. So if you see the bus, we encourage you to go on the bus and shop. We sell nothing but fresh fruit and vegetables at low cost, and again, recipes, because most people might know one or two ways of how to prepare fruit or vegetable, but we have, we can do demonstrations on the bus. There's a test kitchen in the back of the bus.
The spaghetti squash.
Yes.
Our biker blender, we can do healthy smoothies on site. So it's really about awareness and really getting people outside of their comfort zone and really working meeting people where they are and really making an impact in their lives.
So how do we find you? How do we catch up with the bus and,
Right.
you know?
So social media, thefreshstopbus.com. You can find a schedule of all the places that we go to. In our office, we have test kitchens where we do free nutrition education classes. Everything just geared towards getting you eat healthy. And at Tinker Field, where we're going to be on Saturday for the Wobble, we're a block away from our
nice.
office. So it's just all tied in together really nicely.
Okay, and so for folks who want to come out, there's information on the screen. How many people do we need to break the world record?
So there is currently a record in Cincinnati, Ohio of 2,241 participants.
that's
Easy. We've got
So
Okay.
Come
Central
on out.
Florida, we need you.
Come on out.
Yeah, so we
Okay.
have some bands, some marching bands competing with each other for
Yes,
different
the high
we
school
do.
band
High school
challenge.
band
Come on out.
challenge.
All the high school bands. Register online, free registration. Prizes for the oldest wobbler, the
youngest
most seasoned
wobbler,
wobbler,
the wisest,
the wisest
wobbler,
the wisest wobbler,
and the youngest wobbler.
Their creative teams, and it's just going to be, it's a health and wellness event first and foremost. So there'll be health screenings and just different things to make you aware.
We'll
of
even
your
have
overall
healthy
health.
food trucks.
Healthy food trucks.
Love
too.
it.
And the Fresh Stop bus
And
will
the Fresh
be there.
Stop bus, of course,
All
will
right.
be there.
Bring your reusable bags.
Yes,
Right.
and
Yes.
all
That's
this will be on clickorlando.com. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks,
Thank
Robbie.
you.
Thank you, Glenn.
Thank you.
And happening tonight, the Magic are hoping to keep the season alive. This is the last effort here. In order to do that, they gotta beat the Raptors north of the border. The Magic lost their last 3 games, including 2 at home, after taking Game 1 in the first round of the NBA playoffs. And Game 5 starts at 7 tonight. You can count on many Magic fans cheering them on at home. If you're looking for a place to hang out with other fans, go to downtown Orlando. The official Blue and White Ignite watch party starts at 6 at the Wall Street Plaza. Good thing the weather's going to be nice.
Yeah.
Just please win. I mean,
gonna
I
happen.
know. Let's do this.
We feel good.
Do it.
We feel
Let's
good
do
about
this.
it.
All right. Now the fight against breast cancer takes place on many fronts.
Here in Orlando, there's one group of survivors inspiring people through a unique sport.
Still to come, we talk with a couple of passionate paddlers from Warriors on Water and see how this Dragon Boat team is getting results. You're watching News 6, getting results for all of Central Florida on air and on the News 6 mobile app. We'll be right back.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Busch Gardens Food and Wine Festival. Live, getting results with Bridget Ellison, Julie Broughton, meteorologist Candace Campos, and traffic safety expert Trooper Steve. This is News 6 at 9.
Dragon boat racing has become increasingly popular in Central Florida, even though it's been around for thousands of years.
And the sport involves a human-powered watercraft like you see here, where dozens of people paddle working together.
And in Orlando, there's a team with a very special bond right there on the boat. They are called the Warriors on Water, and they're made up of breast cancer survivors. And this week, they'll be getting results on a different course.
And we are so happy to have with us now Justine Doles, fundraiser chair of Warriors on Water, along with her teammate, Kimberly Ponder. So thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, so first of all, tell us about, you were saying Warriors on Water, you were the only breast cancer survivor team here in Central Florida. So how did this come about?
Well, the team is going on its 10th year anniversary, and I happen to be the team president this year, and which I'm very proud of and excited. The team started without a boat, and I am not one of the original members, and we are having our 10-year anniversary this year, so we're going to have a big celebration.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so we're bringing back a lot of the original members, and it started out way back when the team started 10 years ago, but dragon boating been around a long time, and there was a doctor that found out that using your upper body and the repetitive motion of paddling helps lymphedema, reduce lymphedema.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yes, yes. And there was a time when if you had lymphedema, exercise and the two did not go hand in hand.
Yeah, and that is a big problem.
It is. It's a huge problem. But with the repetitive motion, like I said, and dragon boating, you are out there, you are in the fresh air, and you are moving and grooving and thriving. and you are forgetting that you have breast cancer, and you are just trying to keep up and paddle and do your best.
I had a chance to cover you all a while back, and you were practicing on this lake just down the street from the station. How has this activity together helped you, recover, get stronger, and just the competition itself?
So many ways, so many ways. I've been on the team for 4 years, and the camaraderie and the spirit, we all know what each other's going through. And, we're all type A personalities. And when you go through breast cancer, you become strong and something happens to you. And you're almost kind of glad it happened in a sense. And I don't mean it in a negative way, but it just brings out the better person in you. And the camaraderie on the team is amazing. And all the women that we paddle with are amazing.
And what would you say to somebody maybe sitting at home watching this who maybe has just gotten a diagnosis or who is just in the beginning of that battle and needs some words of encouragement?
Come out and find us. You can find us on Facebook, on Twitter. Just look up Warriors on Water. We are fantastic. We will talk to you until you can actually be a participant, because a lot of people, you can't do it until you're done with your treatment. I'm a newbie. I've only been on the boat for a year, but it is amazing. I've been, as the girls call it, bitten by the dragon.
Oh,
and once you get in and you're bitten, you're hooked.
Yeah.
I never did a team sport, ever. And this is my first team sport, and I love it.
And you learned about this from your oncologist.
Yes, I actually did. I go to Florida Hospital, and I see Dr. Iman, and I actually found it in the office. There was a flyer from the girls laying in the office. I'm like, this is cool. And one of my schoolmates that I went to high school with actually got diagnosed in February before me, and she found it online. So we were talking, and she's like, oh, that sounds really cool. So we are both on the team now.
And you guys have been able to travel because of this competition.
Yeah.
You guys just came back
I miss
from
going to Italy.
From Florence, Italy. There was 219 teams represented. It was a sea of pink in Florence, let me tell you. It was amazing. What a thrill to be able to race on the Arno River under the Ponte Vecchio.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
It was
And the anticipation getting there, we had to do a lot of fundraising because we are a 501c3 nonprofit. We don't have a big corporate sponsor. We'd love one, by the way.
I like that.
But we are, we pay our dues, and we have maintenance on the boat, and we have insurance to pay. So there are a lot of fees that we do have, but it got us to Italy. And we had a blast. It was amazing.
And you have a fundraiser coming up. People can get involved.
We do. We have Golf Like a Warrior. It's our 6th annual. It's our biggest fundraiser of the year. It's going to be at the West Orange Country Club on Friday, April 26th.
That's this Friday.
It is. It is. We have room for a few more golfers, so we would love to have you come out and participate. Meet the girls, meet the team. We're going to have our boat there. We do have a show boat there. We'll have all our paddlers, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much for having us. We really appreciate it. If you need to find us, we're at warriorsonwater@yahoo.com.
All right.
And they're hoping an Australia competition for next year.
Yes,
Absolutely. We want to go to Australia.
That would be great. All right, let's take a live look outside right now from our beach cam. What a beautiful view out there right now. So much blue sky.
Oh, yeah. And we're getting more video now of damage from that earthquake in the Philippines.
Oh, yeah, Bridget. A strong earthquake shook the area around the Philippines capital, Manila, followed by a 6.4 magnitude quake a day later. Now, officials say at least 16 people have been reported dead, and the search and rescue efforts are still ongoing. You can see video of here. They say the quakes weren't strong enough to trigger a tsunami, so there is that small bit of good news, but you can see so much devastation, so much damage. Rebuilding is certainly going to be next in store. A record-setting storm out in Grand Junction, Colorado, a little closer home this weekend. The National Weather Service shared this video of some hail outside its office. Yeah, it does look like snow. 0.3 of an inch of rain fell at the airport Sunday, which is a new daily maximum rainfall record for them. They don't get a lot of rain during this time of the year, so rain, snow, and hail all together is pretty interesting. And then in Northern California, some great news after 2 seasons of very unfavorable conditions. They could be in for one of the largest cherry crops California has ever seen. You know how expensive cherries have been? Well, that's because of the really bad weather. Farmers say the trees are producing an unusual amount of fruit. They're making up for lost time. They just hope that there's not too much rain that's coming in to ruin it. So fingers crossed for some good cherry season. All right, that is your weather around the world. Now let's pinpoint Central Florida a little closer home. We're talking Claremont and Mico. Good morning to both locations. We're at 84 degrees by 3 o'clock. We will be in the low 80s by about the dinner time, about 82 degrees. Still plenty of sunshine for your forecast today. Not much rain ahead of the forecast. Out in Mico, your temperatures only topping off in the upper 70s. A very nice, comfortable morning, but it looks like the heat and humidity will
outlast. Find all the rules and forms on clickorlando.com. You know, if you're interested, you need to go out there. We always have people from that casting call make it onto the show.
Yes.
So
True.
they do very well.
And then they make it to our show.
Yeah.
After, like Sebastian.
Full circle.
Yes, full circle. Well, every week we answer some traffic-related questions you send in.
It's a way to freshen our knowledge when it comes to driving in Florida.
And with beautiful weather pretty much year-round, it's no wonder so many people have motorcycles. And still ahead, like any mode of transportation, there are many rules to follow. So, how many bikers can ride side by side in one lane?
Ooh.
Trooper Steve is answering that question when we come back. You're watching News 6 Getting Results.
Your personalized pinpoint weather is brought to you by J.A. Edwards of America, your roofing specialist.
I'm News 6 investigator Mike DeForest. These two former daycare workers are accused of molesting kids. Tonight, News 6 reveals who has been paying big bucks trying to keep them out of prison.
They finally figured that if this case goes well for you, it helps their case in the end.
We expose what happens after young victims make chilling allegations, coming up tonight at 5.
Well, something different tonight on our Taco Tuesday theme. We're talking about a casserole.
Tonight we're getting results for dinner with a chicken taco casserole.
Okay.
If it
Casserole
talks,
talks, that would be magical.
All right, the Mama Loves Food blog says it isn't easy to make chicken, rice, and vegetable casserole with a little bit of a Mexican flair. You don't need to pre-cook the rice. You can actually cook the chicken ahead of time if you want to make it come together even faster. You can find the full recipe on clickorlando.com under the food section, and I can feel the glares coming from that side. Bree, Steve, take it away.
We approve this time, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, all right. It's time for Ask Trooper Steve, where we answer the questions you send in. And today, Steve, we're talking about rules for motorcycles, and we definitely need to set some. So.
We need to set some. It's the Sunshine State. Plenty of riders out there. So Susie of Orlando asked, can 3 motorcycles ride next to each other in a single lane? I think Susie already knows the answer to this, and she just wanted some Trooper Steve reassurance here. So an average travel lane is only about 12 feet wide. As a motorcycle rider myself, I'm pretty aware of this stuff. Yeah. You can only ride 2 abreast in a travel lane.
Is that even safe?
You know, I always recommend the staggered form.
Yeah.
So one maybe a little further, one maybe a little further behind, A track and B track. And what I'm referring to is where if we're driving in our cars where our tires line up, that's where a motorcycle rider should be traveling. Because once you start riding down the center of a travel lane, think about this crap that your car puts out all the time, all over the roadway there, the oil and all the stuff out there. Yeah. As a rider, you don't want to be in that.
No.
So 2 at any point, and the same thing applies for bicyclists also. So all of you riders out on the east side, Lake Nona area a little bit, 2 in a travel lane, same thing applies to motorcycle riders also.
All right, you heard it here. Thank you, Steve.
Ask Trooper Steve is sponsored by Alert Today, Florida. Every pedestrian and bicyclist is important to someone, so stay alert because safety doesn't happen by accident. If you have a question you want to ask Trooper Steve, go to clickorlando.com/AskTrooperSteve.
So funny.
So bicyclists should not be in a huge clump all over the travel lane?
Absolutely
I have a picture
not.
I need to show you later then.
And if you're part of that, don't do that.
Yeah. It is interesting because it can be very dangerous, but also it can be, if you use it the correct way, it can actually be very safe.
And that's what the rules are there for.
Right.
If you use them right, traffic flows smoothly and we eliminate these crashes from happening.
Yeah, well,
all right, thanks,
in a
Trooper
perfect
Steve.
world, right?
Yeah. Thanks for joining us this morning on News 6 at 9.
Join us for our next newscast right here at noon. We always break news on the mobile app and clickorlando.com.
Rachel Ray is next.